Season number 3 is here. Opening day. We have everything ahead of us, and I believe we have a roster that can win a World Series, or at least get to a World Series. We've shown the improvement. First year, 74 wins, 87 wins last year. Lost in the NLDS to the Atlanta Braves, the team that we're going to have to get over the hump. And we could definitely do it because we added superstar Mike Trout. I know he's getting up there in age 34, but finally the Angels made the move to us, his first new team, and man, forever, obviously. He's played with his Angels the entire career, but it's time because the Angels just going absolutely nowhere. And, you know, good of them, good of Trout to be like, hey, I want to go and try and win a World Series. We made the deal. We get it done. Looking at this lineup, we have a great combination of power. We've added some speed, young, veteran. I think we got it all. Great backups, and same thing with the rotation. I think our rotation, we don't have that full number one, I would say, stopper. Kodai Senga for sure, and Brandon Woodruff could be. They're more maybe number 2 guys, but we have like 4 number 2s, and then you have Charlie Soto in there. So I think our rotation is fabulous. And same thing with our bullpen. It is just stacked. We should be good to go no matter what on the bullpen side of things. Obviously, always want to stay healthy. That is going to be the big thing coming into this season. Hopefully we can stay healthy, and hopefully we can compete with the Braves for the division title, because that would be an absolute huge thing to do. Try to win the division will be the start, and go from there, because I think this team has some aspirations to definitely get to a World Series. You could see the preseason projections. They're saying Trout's going to lead us in a lot of categories, there's no doubt about it, but the projected record of 94-68, they're still saying second in this division. They're thinking Atlanta's going to win the division, and I can obviously see that. But here we go. Sonny Gray on the mound here for this St. Louis Cardinals team. Let's get this one underway. Brandon Nimmo's going to lead us off. And here we go. This is going to be a ground ball over to second base, up with it, and easy out number 1. Now, obviously, this is a long season, but still would love to see what this lineup can do. Here's Lindor now at the second spot, as he'll take the strike up high. Francisco Lindor really struggled, until the final 2 months of the season last year, and absolutely took off as Lindor gets into this one. But, you know, it's going to be a lazy fly ball to right. So down below, you can see Nolan Arenado. He's close to 400 home runs, 16 away. I saw Trout, who's about to come up here. Obviously, the chase to 500 home runs. I don't think he'll be able to reach it this year, but if we get into next year as well, definitely has a chance. Freddie Freeman's only 8 away from 400. So some of these career milestones coming up here for a lot of these players. So here is Trout in his Mets debut. Good contact, but just a fly ball to right field, and it will be caught there in deep right center. 1-2-3 first there for Sonny Gray. So nothing for us here early on. Kodai Senga, a top 5 strikeout guy last year, 220 strikeouts. That rate at about 27%, very close. Led us in wins last year with 14. Is the ace starting this year? And I think he definitely has. That ace material, like I said, I think he more than likely might be a kind of number 2 pitcher, you know, but he still has that dominant stuff where he's right there. Maybe he's like a 1A in between. Swing and a miss. Tommy Edman there on that cutter. I mean, he has ace-like stuff. There is no doubt about it. He has a true, I would say, 5 pitches that are just ridiculous. The movement, the speed, the look, absolute fantastic stuff, as James Wood will have that for out number 2. So 2 away here in this first inning. Here's your St. Louis Cardinals lineup, which is a very good lineup. They have a lot of fantastic hitters, as Lars Nootbaar is about to come to the plate here. You have about 3 to 4 30 home run type hitters on this lineup. Lars Nootbaar with 23 last year. He could reach 30 for sure. So this is a solid, obviously, lineup, a playoff team last year, as this one's ripped into left field for a base hit. So this is a team to watch out for. I think, you know, the Cubs for sure, Dodgers, Braves, you know, the Giants made some moves. Pirates with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. signing in the offseason. This NL is definitely interesting for sure. As here comes Nolan Gorman. He hit 31 last year, so another kind of power-type hitter. 1-2 to Gorman. Go inside with that cutter for swing and a miss. And a strike 3. That pitch is absolutely nasty. And there you go. Nothing there with the first there for the Cardinals, as James Wood is going to come to the plate now. Your starting right fielder this year. First full season here with James Wood. Hopefully it is going to be a good one. Like I said, if he could just stay healthy, this guy could definitely hit 40, as Sonny Gray is going to get a nice strike there. I think he could hit 40 this year. 2-2. And not like that, though. Not like that. That slurve had some crazy movement. Wood just a little bit tangled up. Swing and a miss there for strike 3 as Gleyber Torres coming to the plate. Now, lineup-wise, I like Wood at 4. I was thinking of moving, switching him and Gleyber. I'm not quite sure about that. I'll have to see how it goes as Gleyber gets jammed a little bit. But it might work out, as that's going to get down for a hit. He'll just stay there at first base. Yeah, let me know what you guys think below. Should I swap those two, put Wood at 5, Gleyber at 4? Or should I just keep it? I mean, obviously, a lineup is usually... You never really want it too much in flux. You kind of want to have guys definitely get used to batting in a certain place. And, they get into that rhythm. So I don't like to switch it around a lot unless, a guy's absolutely struggling. As Brett Beatty to the plate, 0-1 pitch to him. And Beatty gets a hold of this hanging curveball. That one's going to be deep in the gap and off the top of the wall, missing a home run, but maybe a few feet. As Gleyber's going to come to the plate, and he will score to get the first run on the board here in season number 3. Brett Beatty, I think he is going to have a... This is what I'm telling about this lineup. This lineup is fantastic. I'm hoping more from Brooks Lee. He struggled, as he's going to pop up here. He struggled a bit last year. Like to see that average come up, but Beatty, I think, is going to have a fantastic season. Maybe an all-star season. That would be definitely really cool to see if he can make the all-star game. As here comes Owen Casey. Got the September call-up. Made the postseason roster. Actually had a postseason home run for us the one game. So he gets that out of the way in his book. But hopefully a nice full season here. Should still be up for a Rookie of the Year considerations as he rips this one for a base hit. Beatty's going to be on his way to the plate. Throw's not going to be in time as Owen Casey is first at bat here this season. Absolutely rips an RBI single, 114 off the bat. Man. Even though that was kind of right at the first base, you don't really have much of a chance as Alvarez gets a hold of this one deep in a right field over the head. That's going to be Casey coming in to score, and Alvarez will stay there at second base. And a 3-0 lead here. Great second inning, 3 runs on the board. Hopefully not done yet as Brandon Nimmo will come to the plate. Now, obviously, not the greatest speed out there at second base. So if it's a hard hit ball, single, may not score him. 1-1. This one is absolutely ripped, but it's hit so hard that the right fielder has no chance out of it. It's going to get to the wall. Alvarez scores easily. Another double, and Nimmo adds run number 4 here in the second inning. I mean, that was an absolute rope as well. Geez, 104 hit perfectly. 4-0 lead. As stopped there, first base. Lindor tries to beat it out. Won't be able to, but hey, 4 runs on the board here in the second inning. Great inning. I mean, that Owen Casey, that was just 114 off the bat. That is crazy. I mean, that's why I'm thinking he could, I think his rookie year, I'm not saying 40. He definitely has the power for 30. No doubt about it. As here comes Nolan Arenado. I believe led this team last year in home runs. As he's going to swing and miss, though. Not here on the slurve. Strike 3. As once Senga gets that strikeout pitch going, it's tough. As Jordan Walker, another guy, man, I think he has so much talent. 303 last year, 19 home runs. Not with that swing. That slurve did not look very good. So you see down below, Trout close to 2,000 hits. 0-2 to Walker. He's going to foul away that cutter outside. Another guy that could be an absolute monster. Definitely for sure the future of this Cardinals team. Up to Brooks Lee, over to first base, out number 2. Yeah, and then they have the absolute top talent in the big leagues, in the minors. Willis Ladd. I'll have to show him at some point. He was a first-round pick this year, as James Woods got it. He was like an 82 overall, A potential already. So I wouldn't be surprised if he is up in the big leagues maybe this year. I could clearly see that. So this Cardinals team definitely still has a ton of talent yet to be brought up. Here goes Mike Trout off the end of the bat. You know what? That's going to get down for a base hit, and there is his first hit as a New York Met. A little bleeding single there, as they're just playing so deep that it just gets down for the hit. So there you go. Now 1-0, and there goes Trout. Even though he's 34 years old, you know what? Still has the speed in there with the stolen base. One thing that I think I want to do a lot more of, Lindor, I think we want to steal a lot more with. Same thing with Trout. I think the guy at the plate right now, James Wood, can give us a lot of stolen bases. He's got some speed. So, Acuna on the bench. So we have guys that can steal some bases, and I want to do that for sure. 1-1, he'll foul that one away in front of that fastball. So a 1-2 here to James Wood. Pitch from Gray. And swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the high fastball. When a guy is 6'7", that strike zone expands. It's just tough to lay off of. As Brett Beatty, there's that high fastball again. Would have been in the strike anyway. He'll foul that one away. Gray now up to pitch 49 here in this third inning. So we might be getting into this Cardinals bullpen here as Beatty rips that for a base hit. Trout will score. 5-0 lead as Beatty has his second RBI here in this opening day game. I'm telling you, possible all-star. It's going to be tough to compete with some of the guys as Brooks Lee rips that one up the middle. Oh, that one's misplayed in center, but, we're not going anywhere with 2 outs. Just leave him there. But I think Beatty has a chance. A started all-star, I don't know. He'd have to be just absolutely crazy to do that. As we're talking about the bullpen, just like that, we've got to the bullpen. Steven Matz comes into this game, so a short first start for Sonny Gray. Doesn't even get through 3. Can we extend this 5-0 lead? Casey swings through the slurve, and obviously he's responsible for both guys on base as well. So his day's not done yet until this is over with here in the third. And that's where it's going to end right there. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 ends the day for Sonny Gray. Allows 5 runs in 2 2/3 innings. Not a very good start for him. Whereas Kodai Senga's looking pretty good. 0-2 here to Contreras. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 on that slider. Just the different angles he has. He has that slider that's going to be a little bit slower. We'll see it here on the rotations. But then he can throw that cutter. Gives you kind of the same type of movement, but then instead of it being, around, the slider being like 86, 87, 88, that cutter's going to get up to around 92. So that timing you think is there is just not there. So, he just has some nasty stuff. That's why he's one of the top strikeout guys in the National League. And there goes another one. Dylan Carlson's going to go down. And then you're thinking, oh, man, maybe slider cutter. Then he brings like 96. And it's just completely by you. As here comes Tommy Edman to the plate once again. 1-2. Can we strike out the side? Pitch inside. He'll pop him up. Jammed him. You know what? Not a K, but did the job. Torres underneath it. Got it easily. And that is a 1-2-3 third here. So right now, just one hit for the St. Louis team. As Kodai Senga is on his game here today. Is that's going to be ripped for a base hit. Alvarez. Man, if you rip a base hit in this, something about right field out there, I don't know what it is. That base hit there, if that's like Lindor or Trout, we're going for 2. You probably could get a double out of that. As Nimmo, this is not going to probably be good. 3-6-3 double play. So that's usually an inning killer right there. But hey, when you got Lindor coming up, Trout coming up, that doesn't mean anything yet, even with 2 away. And then Lindor's going to be hit by the pitch. So that'll get him on easily. Now with the lefty on the mound, I don't think I'm going to be very aggressive with a stolen base opportunity. And I want to take the bat out of Trout. And he'll take the pitch for a strike. At first I saw that 2-time All-Star. I was like, 2-time All-Star? That's way more than that, but it's All-Star MVP. As this one is hit into the gap, and with the speed that Lindor has, he's easily there, going to score. And that's what I'm saying. That was cut off there, but it feels like it's so deep out there in right field. It is crazy. So Trout with the RBI double, 6-0 lead. And then James Wood's going to fly out there to end the fourth. But hey, at least he didn't strike out. Good to get some contact, but 6-0 lead here against St. Louis. So we're only in the fourth. So the way Senga's pitching, I don't know what they're going to be doing, but this is going to be a leadoff double here by Brendan Donovan to start off this 4th inning. Hey, you never know. This Cardinals lineup's good. They're very, very good. So they can get 3-4 runs just like that and be right back into this ball game. As here comes Lars Nootbaar to the plate, and he's going to swing through that cutter. Late on it, actually. 2-2. Let's go inside again. And he's in front of it. But this is going to be an out. Let's see if they advance. There you are. Wood with the throw. It's going to be offline. So moving up to third base is Donovan. So all you need is another one of those fly balls. That'll get your first run in as here comes Nolan Gorman to the plate. Gorman's going to foul away that pitch. Would love a strikeout here. 0-2. They're saying inside. You know what? Let's go to it. Fastball inside. Pops him up. And that's playable for Alvarez. And that is a huge out number 2. So now it's going to take a 2-out hit to get this run in to try to get this Cardinals offense going. Now, this is the guy you want at the plate in this situation, though, Nolan Arenado. As the fastball inside. He is out in front of it, so I'm thinking we go away with something. Let's go away. Breaking pitch. Swing and a miss on the slurve for strike 3. Man, it's just the breaking slurve, slider, cutter. Which one is he going to throw? It's ridiculous. Nope. Let's go to the 5th. Leadoff walk there for Glaber, so he'll get on first base here. For a guy that's been killing it so far in this game. Double, single, couple RBIs. Brett Beatty. You know, it's so funny. First season, he really struggled, and we weren't sure what to do with him. You know, a kind of top draft pick for this Mets team as he's going to ground into a double play here. Maybe he'll beat out the throw. Nice job there, at least beating it out. And then last year, he just took off and really took over the position. I didn't want to give up on him. A lot of times you can kind of give up on guys when you get into these franchises and you just, you know what, first season, this isn't type of my guy. You know, a chance maybe to do that as Owen Casey rips this one, and that's going to be trouble left field. Beatty will score. Casey on his way to third base. So actually he'll get back there to second base. Don't test it out. But an RBI double for Owen Casey. 7-0. But yeah, Beatty, I mean, I'm glad he had a fantastic season, and he's turning into one of the better players on this lineup. And a ground ball out there from Alvarez to end the 5th, but had another run. 7-0 lead. And Kudai Singh is looking pretty good. But with the first start, I don't know how long I want to go. Maybe 6. If we can get through 6, that'd probably be the best. Depending what that pitch count at, you know, you don't want to go far in the first start. You don't want to go crazy. Swing and a miss there from Contreras to end the 5th. Another strikeout for him. We'll go to the 6th inning. Now, you see down below, too, top farm system is us, actually, followed by the Pirates. And then Arizona is at number 3. So I think we have the most guys in the top 100. So we're still doing good. We still have maybe the best system in baseball. We also have, you know, projected one of the best teams in baseball. So we're looking pretty good right now, for sure. But still, we're kind of in a, you know, even though we have a great farm system, we're definitely in win now territory. As Lindor rips that one, that's going to get down for a base hit. So back-to-back hits here to start the 6th inning. That's going to bring Trout here to the plate. He's got a double, single, RBI. Could knock in more here. We'll see. Oh, that's well out in front of that circle change. Just too geared up. Trying to look for that first home run with him. And he rips this one. That was ripped, but perfectly played. 4-6-3 double play. And then he'll move over to third base. But, yeah, not what you want. But James Wood has a chance here with 2 away to still come away with something. And he does! Gets his first hit on the season. And that's going to be an RBI single. So, hey, even though we've hit into, like, kind of those inning killer double plays, we come right back and got some runs with it. So, cannot complain about that. 8-0 lead. This offense is, I mean, 1-9. I'd have to see other lineups going. You know, maybe that Braves lineup. But they did lose some guys. We'll have to see what their lineup is going to look like. Obviously, cannot wait to get into a first series with Atlanta. Well, we'll definitely get into that first series. To see what Philadelphia's like. Maybe that Dodgers lineup. But I don't know. We might have the best lineup in baseball. As here comes Brett Beatty. He's going to foul this one away. I think so. I think we have the best lineup in baseball, 1-9. There's no doubt about it. 2-1. Man, you know what? Just missing that one. If he's a little bit more in front with the bat there, that's probably a 3-run homer. But still, 8-0 lead. Can't really complain as we're in the 6th inning right now. 1 away here. Pitch number 73. I think 80's going to be swing and a miss, strike 3. Edman goes down again. I think that's his 3rd K. 8th K there for Senga. So this might be the last batter here. If we can get through this, I think we'll take him out at the 6th spot. You know, just to be safe, start number 1 on the season. No reason to go crazy. As this one deep to right, James Wood racing back, and he has got it there for out number 3. So I think that's great. Great start. We have a big lead. You know, Kodai Senga, fantastic. And he's going to go 6 innings, strikes out 8, doesn't allow a run. As Max Kranick is going to come into the game. Now, he made this roster out of spring training, which we kind of skipped through. There wasn't too much to look into, but Kranick ends up being our long relief type guy. There was guys like Tidwell that had a chance to make it. It just didn't work out for them. I'd rather have him start right now in AAA and get some starts down there. So, you know, Kranick was one of those guys that came up last year for a couple spot starts, and I thought it worked out perfectly for more of a long relief role. So that's his role right now. You know, try to right now with an 8-0 lead, there's no reason to go crazy with our bullpen. But that's what he's going to do, and hopefully he takes over that role. That was the one real spot of our bullpen that just wasn't there, that we didn't have. This is a tough play. Glaber, jump throw, got Nolan Arenado for the out. Nothing there in the 7th inning. So hopefully he takes over that role, because I don't think he was ever going to reach our rotation ever. So I think that long relief is perfect for him. All right, 8th inning, 3-0 pitch here to Lindor, and he'll take a 4-pitch walk here with 1 out in this 8th inning, as Trout will come to the plate. Hitting that double play last time, like still looking, obviously just looking for that first home run. 2-2 pitch. Oh, this is hit well. This could be it. This one deep in the right field, but that right field is very deep, and it's going to be off the wall. Trout will be on his way to 3rd base. He'll be in with an RBI triple. It's a 9-0 lead. And the thing is, man, if we could get one more at bat with Trout, we are a home run away from the cycle. Oh, man, James Wood, that's absolutely just drilled up the middle for a base hit, and it's going to score Trout easily. 111 off the bat, 10-0 lead. I don't think we'll be able to get around to Trout again here in the 8th inning. I just don't think it'll happen unless we just continuously lay it on here in this 8th inning. Glaber, that's going to get through for a base hit. So, hey, the more hits pile up, the more chance we get to Trout. And then, can you imagine a cycle in your first game with your new team? Man. And the other thing is, this Cardinals team has a lot of lefties out of the bullpen. Jeez, every pitcher they brought out is a lefty. As just a tad bit late again. This one is hit into deep center. You know what? Would just stay there. Don't want to be thrown out at 3rd base. He would have probably been in there, but no real reason risking that for sure. 10-0 lead. Yeah, don't even. Just give your guys a chance. So Brooks Lee, 1 for 4 with that 1 base hit. Trying to possibly drive in a run, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Rips it to center field. Wood's going to score easily. 11-0 lead. Everybody getting involved today. What an opening day this has been. Man, this lineup showing its strength today. I mean, everything you wanted to see, we're seeing it here in one game. As Owen Casey, 2 for 4. And this is probably going to be the end of the inning. Over to first base will be, but more runs on the board. 11-0 lead. We'll go to the 8th as the Cardinals just trying to look for something. As Jordan Walker rips that one in that kind of dead area out there, as Wood will cut it off. Yeah, you definitely need a speedy right fielder out there to cut off those, because they can just easily get to the wall, and you got some major troubles, as we might see right here. Carlson, and Wood does cut it off. Nice job. That gets through. That is easily a run, easily a double, could be a triple. But now the Cardinals in business here with something, and hit to that same area again, but this one hit deep enough. Wood's not going to be able to cut it off. Edman will have 2 easily, maybe 3 if he goes. He is going for 3. It's going to be a 2-run triple So St. Louis finally, here in this 8th inning, gets a couple runs on the board, but all of that right field area, man. As can we just get out of this? As hit to Brooksley, out number 3. Donovan will line out there, and we'll go now to the bottom of the 9th as A.J. Minter, who came over in that Jeff McNeil trade to the Dodgers, just try to finish this game off and have a nice opening day win. So that farm system, yeah, nearly $456 million in value, they're saying, which is just wild to think about how they put that value like that. I mean, it is crazy. I always love seeing the estimated time. We'll take a look at the prospects after this game, the new list, top 100, as that one is crushed by Nolan Gorman, has a real chance. Trout up with it and just over his head, as that will be a solo home run, first of the season for Nolan Gorman. That was actually the best attempt we've ever had with those wall jumps. Almost got it with Trout, but just too much over his head. He wouldn't have been able to get that. 1-2 here to Jordan Walker. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Minter just allows the solo shot, but still a dominant first win here on the season. 11-3 is going to be your final. Kodai Senga, fantastic start, and this offense just crushed the ball the entire game. 18 hits, 11 runs on the board, looking very, very good. This lineup is ridiculous. Everybody had a hit. Lindor is the only one that didn't have a multi-hit game. And the other crazy thing I just realized, we didn't have a home run the entire game. So 18 hits, 11 runs with no homers. That's crazy. So big time start. We're showing that we're going to be a force to reckon with. But yeah, let's see, because I'm thinking next time we're probably going to get down to AAA, because this AAA lineup, you got Cuevas, who just killed it last year in AA. You have our number 1 pick this year, Gabe Pena, who has 98 speed. So the power speed combo that Pena has, well, that could be deadly. Montes is one of the top prospects. Clifford, one of the tops. Mark Vientos, who was in big leagues last year, down here getting some more playing time. Palmer, Colin Houck, Wilfredo Lara, and Giovanni Rodriguez. I think this AAA lineup is looking real good. And we have some guys that possibly could make the big league squad. Draft pick this year, Bobby Bone. You got Leon Pena. I was thinking about starting him in AAA, but I decided to leave him down in AA for now. Schwartz, Consugro, my bad. Vargas, Hernandez, Marco Vargas. He's one of our top guys as well, so we'll have to take a look at him. As for pitching down here, Derek Yeager, he is here in AAA, so we'll, I think, next time get into the first start with him. He has a real chance to make the big leagues this year. That would be our first draft pick in this franchise to make our major league roster. I think he has a real chance. But yeah, like Ben Brown, Blade Tidwell, I thought it'd just be better for them to get starts down here, not, be that long relief guy for now. As for our AA squad, Ricky Nesbitt, Carlos Acevedo are a couple of our draft picks this past season. Same thing with Christopher McLean and Pedro Fabregas, our closer. So we got all of our pitchers pretty much taking this past year's draft down in AA. But Willis Ladd, number 1 guy by a mile. He's right now at the AA level for St. Louis, but he's got to be coming up to the bigs, I would think, shortly. At that, 82 overall already? There's no way. But yeah, like Soto, and Owen Casey, they're going to go off the list. So I think Montes will pretty much be our number 1 guy. But you can see all the guys we have. Cuevas right now at 49, they're saying, in the top 100. You got Gabe Pena at 53. Go down the list. We got, actually, Pedro Fabregas is at number 78 right now. And then you got Giovanni Rodriguez at 84. And then Colin Houck at number 100. So we have a lot of guys on the top 100. But yeah, Casey and Soto will go off the list for sure. But look at the that's what I was saying. Look at the ETA. They're all saying 2026. I'm like, I don't think all these guys are going to make the roster next year. Well, Fabregas is 2028, but look how many 2026 projected. That's crazy. Actually, Yeager's only 11. Pena there, 20 at number 13. And Consugra is going to finish it off at number 20. So we got a really good, I think, organization for sure. And actually, the first start at AAA, the Norfolk Tides are going to beat us. But Jalen Palmer hit a home run. Gabe Pena, his first start in his professional career with a double. Had a couple ribbies. Ben Brown only goes 5 2/3, allows 4 strikeouts, 6, and a loss. But we'll get into the second game with Yeager and get into a full game because I want to really hit with a lot of those guys in that AAA lineup. And obviously our number 1 pick this year, Gabe Pena. So that will do it for this one. Fantastic start to the season. Cannot complain. Hopefully there's going to be many more of that to come for the rest of the season. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I really, really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.